Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and we're discussing the late review of Boku no Hero Academia. It came out Thursday night. Friday I should have already reviewed it. Unfortunately I wasn't able to do so. Not able to do so yesterday. As you may or may not know, Thursday I was interviewing for another role. It kept me busy. Friday was cool down. I should have really done it, but I get caught up with a lot of family stuff. Saturday I was on a training course of first aid, because you know first aid is important, and all that CPR lovely stuff. So that kept me busy most of Saturday, and then babysitting Saturday evening, which leads me till today to do this video. Now, before anything else, and before getting into anything of the chapter, the first thing you really need to discuss is the milestone. We have got to 100 chapters with Boku no Hero Academia. Now, congratulations to the mangaka and the people that are supporting this release. Please continue to do another 100 at least. Let's get as much chapters of Boku no Hero Academia out there as possible. In celebration, we do get a relatively simple chapter, and we end with some boobies. And for many adolescent males, and including Izuku Modoriya, you can see his reaction in the chapter. Boobies is all it took to blow his mind. So it's a bit of fan service, which is always good, but a relatively simple chapter. I say relatively simple because it was about special moves. So the idea behind the special move is something like a pretty much change the balance on the momentum of the fight, or add stability to the fight to ensure your victory. So a lot of the characters of Izuku's class pretty much have a good grasp of what's going on. Everyone's getting excited. Mineta's getting excited. Bakugo's kicking ass. You know, he's always got a few million moves planned up, which I'm sure would do brilliant. So the idea is they've got a training class. They've got like 10 days left or something, and they want to really augment and maximize the abilities of everybody's quirk, so we can develop moves and go from there. The problem you have in Izuku's case is, how do you really maximize that? The only thing you can do is add control. The problem you have with that is there's going to be situations where a certain percentage isn't enough, and as we already know from Izuku's past exploits, he always tends to go overboard. So the thing that was kind of dropped on him was, although seeming simple, it isn't really for Izuku. So to explain, you think it's obvious not to just completely copy All Might, but from Izuku's point of view, in his defense, you have to understand this is pretty much all he knows. If you looked at his room, if you looked at his past, how much he watched Yaochob, about his entrance, all he ever wanted to do was be like All Might, and he's only had a short term to really adjust to this ability that he was kind of bestowed, inherited, given. Whereas when you compare that to someone like Bakugo, who's had it from like 2 or 3 years old, as well as the rest of the classroom, they're in a better position to understand their powers. So they're going to be a lot further advanced than Izuku, purely because they've had all their lives pretty much to adjust to this. Whereas Izuku's only had like if the summer really, because he had to train the summer, then get the ability, and now he's in school. So he doesn't have as much experience, but even with that being said, he's still a powerhouse in that group. He's still one of the specials, I guess, with people like Shuto and Bakugo and Ida and Momo. They're all okay, they're different, but people like that, Kurishima, people that really stand out. He's still one of those people. He just isn't as advanced or as kind of in tune with his ability. Now it ends up with him trying to find some ways to augment his ability. Do you guys have any ideas of how this should be? Me personally, I want him to somehow store that ability, store that raw force, that raw power, some type of gauntlet to kind of enhance his punching power, some kind of armor that absorbs this power that he can store up, so he doesn't have to go pow and knock it all out. So the idea is it kind of resonates with him, and when he's in need, he can let it out, kind of like a battery. It kind of uses it all up. How does he stop raw strength? I don't know, but it's not raw strength or raw speed he's got. It is the power of one for all. So if you can find a way to really kind of put that into a weapon, I'm thinking shield, I'm thinking arm, I'm thinking augmented boots or augmented gauntlets, elbows, knee pads, the works, a helmet even. that would probably work well to prevent him from breaking his bones. Because if you can charge 10% for so long, and his body his body can push that out, and it gets to the point where it gets sapped away, he can continue to do that and put himself in a position where he can use 10% over and over, kind of like a gun with bullets. He's kind of, if he has it in that kind of way, he can use it till his ammunition runs out and store it up beforehand. So that's one way of dealing with it. Also, the idea of him getting closer to 100% is probably the ideal, but that's going to take time, and it's the journey from where he is now to that we're going to have to see. Anyway, that were my thoughts. Relatively simple chapter, a few thoughts and imagination about how we should move forward. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, or whether post it in Reddit or in Twitter or whatever you'd like. Check them all out. I always leave the links in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking and commenting, and thank you for subscribing. I'll see you next time. Please continue to do the same.